Potato soup can be made so many different ways. Today, I am trying a new way with roasted garlic, and new to me at least, and I'm going to add some smoked kielbasa to it, bacon and cheese and leeks, just it all. I'm not adding beer to this one. Usually I do add beer to mine, but go ahead and watch to the end of the video. Tell me what you think, and yeah, let's make this shit. Hey, what's up everyone? So for today, I'm going to be making a really good potato soup. I'm very excited about this. I love potato soup, especially around cold weather. So the thing is this is going to be a really easy recipe, and it's hopefully not like a lot of other recipes that you see on the internet today when it comes to potato soup. I like to change it up every time, add a different meat element, do what I can. So without further ado, let's make this shit. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my potatoes. So I've got 2 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes here. Use whatever kind you want. And I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees while I dice these and prep them. So I'm going to dice these up, and then I'm going to go ahead and give them a nice little bath in a colander, rinse them out for a little bit before I transfer them to a baking sheet, which I'm going to lather them with a bunch of olive oil before I put them in the oven. Now, you want a little color on them. If they get a little burnt, it's fine. You don't want too burnt, of course, but it's going to add to the flavor a little bit if they're a little charred up and everything. Next, I've got a clove of garlic here. Well, a bulb of garlic, which I'm going to drizzle some avocado oil on and then wrap in some tin foil. I'm going to put this in the oven with the potatoes at the same time and bake them for about 30 to 40 minutes. While this is going on, I'm preheating my smoker to 225 to 250. And here's some kielbasa that I'm going to pop in the smoker. And I'm using cherrywood. I like cherrywood. And it's going to take about 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the lowest end to smoke these. For the aromatics, I'm going to go ahead and start off with 1 whole leek. I'm going to take off the root end, take off the top end, and then I'm going to give this a nice slice down the center in just a second here, and I will also go ahead and chop this up into nice little half moon shapes. Now, when it comes to leeks, you got to wash them really well. So one method I like to do is just chop it all up, and then I take it to a colander and I rinse it under cold water for quite a while until I'm really sure that everything is washed out, because leeks contain a lot of dirt. Then I'm going to take some bacon. I'm taking about, 8-9 pieces of bacon here, so maybe about half a pound of bacon total. And I'm going to go ahead and start slicing this up here. And I'm going to transfer it to a very warm pan and start cooking this bacon. So I want the bacon to sear really well before I start adding in the leeks, but not too far in. And I am going to add a little bit of avocado oil in before I start that process. But with this bacon, I'm just going to start frying it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to add the leeks as well, and I'm going to keep working them through, stirring them constantly because I don't want anything to burn. So this is about medium heat that I'm using here. All right, and then into the blender is going to be my potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the potatoes into the blender, and notice they did get a little burnt. That's fine. Just keep an eye on them and rotate them constantly and they won't get as burnt, but this was honestly fine. It wasn't too much. Then I'm going to add in about 2 cups of chicken broth to this and give it a good blend. All right, and our kielbasas are done. And if you don't have kielbasas, you can use whatever kind of sausages you want. Sorry, I almost said kielbasa again. And I'm going to take these, and the skin gets really hard on the outside, but it's awesome. It has a nice little snap. And I'm going to go ahead and start slicing these down. And then I'm just going to go through all of them and just rough chop them before I add them to the pan with the bacon and the leeks. Then I want to add some heat here, so I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of crushed red peppers, and then I'm going to follow that up with our roasted garlic. And just keeping this on medium to low heat,
I'm gonna keep stirring, and I'm gonna also make sure I pepper this and give it a little salt, and then another 2 to 3 cups of chicken stock. Use whatever kind of stock you want, perfectly fine. You can add some water too if you're out of stock, which I was. And then give this a good mix once you add in your potatoes. So the potatoes are added now. Give it a good mix. And then you can add a little bit of milk for creaminess. You can add some butter if you want. And that is it. We are ready to plate. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our soup. Of course, put that in there. And maybe some garnishes, right? Like some green onions sliced up. Put those on the top. Make it a little pretty. Make it a little fancy. And then maybe some shredded cheese as well. And yeah, we're ready.
All right, and we are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this now. It smells so damn good and it is so smoky. So here we are. Oh, that is hot. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Super smoky, super flavorful. This is a really good potato soup. So, I'm gonna finish this out and yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.